don't even know if anybody's ever gonna even show up in it. God, that's a good picture right there. It's a good picture. This is available for playback, as we know, on Patreon. We'll see where the night goes. Hopefully, we don't get off into the Moroccans, and yeah, we're just gonna keep it on track. Some couldn't sleep. I never sleep. Dollar Menu. I wish I slept. How many days do I have? 37 days left. We'll see how this goes. See if we get anybody joining in. Lithuania. Oh man, dropped my nail. Look at that. That's a real nail. Where did this come from? I haven't seen a real nail in a long time. Yeah, we'll see if if we can get up to 100 people in the next 10 minutes. We'll continue things here. If not, we'll switch over to the other channel where I know things will get interesting. I try to keep it on this channel, these live streams. I'll just keep it personal, keep it under control. But I know a lot of guys don't do the 100-hour work week, and they are sound asleep right now. I don't really know what day of the day of the week it is. Is it Thursday? No, it's not Thursday. Wife goes to work on Friday. I think it's the weekend. So I was gonna build a fire, but it's really not that cold out here. I got the ceiling fan going, pushing down some hot air. It's Sunday. It's not. Is it Sunday? Tomorrow. Well, it's yeah. Technically, it is Sunday. Sunday morning. So, well, let me sit down here for a second. I filmed several videos for this channel, and I haven't uploaded any of them yet. Let's go other channel. You guys are ready to jump ship already. Let's go other channel. Well, I wanted to talk to the handyman business people, not the DIY homeowner people that you're in Florida. What is that? 3 a.m. What? Now you're up late in Florida. So yeah, I need some feedback. What the heck do I make the next video of for this business channel? Don't forget to like the stream. Yeah, hit that like button. Maybe we'll just do a quick short one here with 25 people to get some feedback. I should get like a pen and paper and write this down, because I know a lot of people have left suggestions in the comments on this channel of future videos. And like I said, I've got a few filmed, but I just really wasn't proud of them. And I didn't think they had a lot of value for the time that it would take to watch them. So I need some ideas. This isn't real rocket science. Maybe it's because I've been doing this for so long that it's just a lot of this stuff is second nature to me. So I think the target viewer is someone who is new to the construction industry, who wasn't born into it, wasn't raised in a construction household. I have no idea where this nail came from. Is that a 16 penny nail? Like, I don't ever hammer nails. I have, everybody's got nail guns these days. You were all deep in the YouTube rabbit hole. Don't you love those nights? It's like, hey, Saturday night, I'm going deep down, and I'm gonna. Oh, what's crazy is there's these live feeds in these like Cambodian jungles where there's like a woman 24 hours a day. That's it. All she's doing is getting little like lizards and eels out of puddles and making mud huts and stuff. There's some weird stuff out there on YouTube when you go down that rabbit hole, those late night rabbit holes. I think she said like Cambodia or something. Let's see here. Any info is valuable. Now that's what I thought, but I was like, man, I honestly, like, there's only 33 people. I don't want to come off as uh, not putting out high value. But I kept thinking to myself, there really isn't like groundbreaking information uh, to tell in this home improvement industry. I talked about, the insurance. That's a selling point, although most guys aren't insured that do home improvement, that are like a solo operation. Um, yeah, it's really not rocket science. But I like I said, a lot of this stuff is second nature to me because I've been living it my entire life. Have I decided to advertise it? I like this. This is good. Have I decided to start advertising for the winter or no? And the answer is definitely no. Um, but with that said, I think my beard's lopsided. I got to push it this way a little bit. It's starting to grow in. It's growing in different directions. When I was first starting out, every single winter, I'd have like $1,000, $1,500 set aside for some sort of advertising, and I never had to go into that $1,500. I'd got close. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. And I'm about to finish up this job. And I'm like, holy cow, the phone hasn't rang in 2 weeks. And I'm on a 2 week project. But somehow the phone always rang, or I just never got to the point where I needed to advertise. Keep in mind, that was times were tight back in when I started. I mean, real tight. Most people did not have money and they were not reinvesting in their house. They were just they were letting their house go. Like, no, we don't have any extra money. My husband lost his job. I work at the bakery at the grocery store, and that's how we're surviving type thing. Um there is something in the future that I want to talk about because there are so many more options to advertise, you know, 12 years later. Yeah, about 12 years later from when I started. And I am just scratching the surface of learning how this social media target market, like you can say, okay, I want to set up an ad campaign for people who live in my neighborhood that search a certain word, and I want them to see an ad on Instagram or Facebook. I want them to see me when they're going through their Facebook thing. Of course, I don't have Facebook, so I don't really know how it works. You can target it down to that small of a group, and especially on Instagram. I know you guys seen it. You'll be scrolling through and be like, "Holy cow! This I was just having a conversation about this topic. I didn't even type it into my phone, didn't type it into my computer, and the ad is popping up on my cell phone. It's because they're listening to you." Hey, what's this? Cable guy CGY. How you doing? I've seen you around for a long time. Hmm. Edgar M. Very good question. Do I use any software to design cabinets and preview it to the client? I don't. I do this once a year. I will do a custom cabinetry type build. And usually I don't get into a full kitchen, a full custom kitchen. As my YouTube business is progressing and it has become the main source of income for my entire family, I am focusing on specific jobs that will work with filming. Um, so most likely, if I was not making YouTube videos, I don't know if I would have built these cabinets. They still would have been very expensive because there's not very many that are standard dimensions. But because I'm, you know, doing the YouTube thing, I said, you know what? I'll take this job. And I knew, and I've started to kind of reduce my pricing a little bit. It's going to help tenfold. One, I'm like really securing that referral line by keeping my prices low, value high. I'm offsetting the reduction of price to the customer with YouTube income. So these cabinets that I've built, they didn't ask to have solid, you know, pre-finished maple 3/4 inch plywood, cabinet carcasses. I took that on myself. It's like, you know what? I've got an opportunity. I've got a job. I've to build all these. I've got the YouTube audience. I got the YouTube revenue. I'm going all out. I don't, and that goes back to a lot. I mean, I'm kind of jumping off topic here. Well, no, I'm going to stay back on topic. So that's how I was able to afford to build these cabinets, is because of the YouTube revenue offsetting how much I charge the customer. Because these are ridiculously expensive cabinets if you were to pay a cabinet manufacturer to produce these. The best handyman on earth. I love that. And I had that thought, and I started going on a tangent, and I brought it back, and I freaking forgot what the heck it was. Handyman Jason Manson. Don't you used to have your little picture's not popping up? Or maybe that's another guy that has a very similar name. There's a guy that's got a similar name with a dog, a gray dog with floppy ears. I kind of recognize your picture. Well, some people have real goofy names, and I remember them. And then some people have normal names. And I just remember their little icon. What am I drinking here? This is just some Coca-Cola Classic in a cup. What am I getting just for the cabinets? We're kind of bringing it back. It's starting to remember. I will profit. It's really hard to explain all this because I'm getting paid a good wage or a good salary. I mean, a good amount of money. But like I said, a lot of what I'm doing for this specific customer is because I can film, and there is a very flexible schedule that allows me to hand build these cabinets and film, and it works with their schedule, it works with their budget. But there's a good amount of money, like monthly income of this remodel. Are we talking 10,000 plus for the cabs? Oh, definitely, definitely. That's one thing that I've gotten some feedback on the comments, that people don't quite realize how expensive just off the shelf cabinets are. And I'm not talking about the ones that are stocked in Lowe's or Home Depot. I'm talking about your local kitchen designer, your local cabinet manufacturer, what they are going to charge for a full kitchen build out. And $18,000 to $20,000 for just the kitchen cabinets on a moderate size kitchen is standard. It's a kind of a low price. You can get way up there the more you add to it. Bacardi Cola, do it. I installed a $85,000 cabinet job this week. Ooh, don't mess that one up. I remember, God, my career has taken so many different phases, and I've told a lot of stories. But there's so many that I haven't told. That the downturn in the economy in 2008 left a lot of us out of work, and us being just construction guys who had left the labor field and went into project management, being a superintendent, and then we're all out of a job. And I remember this one cabinet install. It was for a home builder. It was crazy. It's like I used to supervise installing cabinets or the installation of cabinets, and then I became the cabinet installer. And I remember it was a pretty big kitchen, and it was me and another guy who used to be a superintendent for a competitive home builder. I don't want to get off on that. It's not important to the story. And so we show up to install the cabinets as cabinet installers. And we meet the superintendent. We're going over the list, and half the cabinets are gone, filler strips are gone, back panels are gone. They're not, they were never delivered. So we're trying to like patchwork in the cabinets that were installed. And I mean, we were ducking all the bathrooms too. And if you got to drill holes to for the plumbing, and if you mess one of those up, you bought that cabinet. You can try to reskin the back with a very, very thin like veneer, but you better measure a million times before you start drilling through the cabinets. Also, there's outlets for like the microwave cabinet. But why I'm saying this is they were not $85,000 cabinets. So I can't imagine screwing up that job. And I don't think they're going to let you get away with reskinning the back of the cabinet and to adjust your hole for the plumbing left or right. Luan. No, it was not a Luan. It's pre-painted. It's not pre-painted. It's pre-finished. One room was made out of melamine. Wait, is that the same guy that had it? Melamine's whites, like white cabinet stuff, isn't it? Oh, the whole room was made out of melamine, or like the whole cabinets? Do you ever tally up your hours at the end of these remodel jobs and figure out no, I do not figure out what my hourly rate is. That's not, if you own a business, it's your life. You don't work by the hour, you work for different reasons. Don't want to know what my hourly rate is. But it's if I were to guess, $50 an hour, could be $80 an hour. I still don't know what's going on here. Let's see here. You can't justify paying down near $100,000 for cabinets. Explain the logic why they're so expensive. Well, his install was 85 grand. I'm more accustomed to the $20,000 to $35,000 price point for a kitchen install. My guess is there were more than just a kitchen. There may have been like an office, several bathrooms. Bathrooms alone can get kind of crazy. What age do I plan on retiring? Did I talk about this? I don't know if I've talked about it. I'm kind of delirious right now. Mid 40s. I don't want to have to work, but it's kind of just ingrained into that you just work. Um, and it's kind of a hobby to generate income, to make money. Once you go down that road of self-employment, you tap into that entrepreneur energy. It takes a hold of you, and you can't stop. It's like you just keep chasing goals, figures, success, reputation, um, and you gotta keep it in control. Um, and I know I have to keep track of it too, as far as like family, how much time you're going to pay attention to them. They don't get much attention at all right now, but they don't need much attention right now. I said you can get all the attention you want when we hit 10 million. All right, this is crazy. Somebody says, and it's a great comment. I appreciate it. Just for the record, you were giving me ulcers never wearing gloves, especially during demo. Protect the money makers. I'm not a hand model. I I don't understand it. This whole obsession with gloves, work gloves. I mean, you guys have watched it. I got a little scratch there. I cut my finger here today, but in general, they're fine. They're fine. I just don't. They get in the way. They slow you down. They get sweaty. They collect dust. Being able to have your real hands just a little bit toughened up. I mean, it's not like I have gorilla hands or anything like that. I just don't need less major incident. God, they are kind of dry. You can't even really see them. I had an incident with a garage door or garage door spring long time ago. God, I may have still been in college when I was doing that. But I got all my digits. Um, Everything's fine with the hands. It's crazy. I mean, hundreds and hundreds, if not even into the thousands of comments on my videos about not wearing gloves. It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I understand protecting your eyes and protecting your ears, which I probably should do more of. I'm good at squinting. I'd rather, I honestly think that I've neglected my ear protection more than anything. Oh, and your lungs. I've got two respirators right over here. When things get dusty, I put on a respirator. PPP or not, you get hurt when you get hurt. Some people are just more prone to getting hurt. Maybe I'm just one of those that don't. I mean, I've got that same buddy that I told you that we were installing cabinets a decade ago. That dude has injured himself so many times on the job. His leg is more made of titanium than it is bone. He just fell off a roof. Was it a year ago? I actually showed his X-rays on a live stream. That those X-rays are jacked up. They had external like pipes screwed into the side of his leg. I think those that live stream might still be up on the Patreon page. Yes, lungs are important. I think lungs, and that's one thing is I have sensitive sinuses. So as you can tell, I'm a little nasally today, and that is because I didn't have a full respirator on during today's work, which you guys can see tomorrow morning. The video is already exported, but it hasn't been uploaded yet. So that'll be Sunday morning. It'll be up in 7 hours or something like that. Zachary, you're feeding your 1-month-old baby. That's good. Proud of you. Got to share that work. I don't know why that one got blocked. It's the asbestos. I ran out of mustard, so it's kicking in. I really need to talk about asbestos on one of my my videos. And there's a good website all about the history of asbestos, the illnesses that are attributed to asbestos, how asbestos isn't even banned in the United States. China, Russia still regularly use it. Up until like 1980, it was heavily used in American, United States of America construction. So all the buildings that we all work in and walk through has asbestos everywhere. Every freaking building out there, unless it's less than 35, 40, or I don't know, 1980 to 2020, 40 years old. Geez, 40 years. Mustard is the cure. And what's interesting is I've been getting more and more comments just in the last week saying, what the hell is this mustard joke? I don't get it. What's this mustard joke? So apparently they don't know about the mustard joke. Oh, Joe Carr asked a good question. Have you considered switching to a water-based lacquer? I spray all my cabinets with bin and chemical. Way better smelling than oil-based. Extremely durable. I have considered it. I just don't know where to get it off the shelf. I've got 2 paint supply stores very close to my house that I can get the Cab Acrylic, the Sherwood Cab Acrylic lacquer, and I can get that Precat tinted lacquer. They'll tint it pretty good for me. And that's one thing I've heard, is that some of these lacquers are limited in how much you can tint them, because you have to take there's certain space left in the 1 gallon can for tint. Is this thing still on? You got to know a guy who knows a guy? Probably. For now, the one other one I've been hearing come up a lot is a PPG paint, PPG something or other, that I know I can get, but I got to go drive to the ghetto to get it. I haven't froze. I'm just reading along here. Best way to land a property maintenance position. All positions I can find require experience and or an HVA certification. So Zachary, you must live in the South, where air conditioning is used like 9 months out of the year. Best way to land a property maintenance position. All positions I can find require experience and HVAC certification. This reminds me of a funny story. You guys know I used to live in a sailboat in Fort Lauderdale. Actually, it was the Hollywood City Marina, which is just a hair south of Fort Lauderdale. It's in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And what is the name of that strip club? I applied while living on a sailboat. This is in the heart of the recession. I just had lost my job, sold all my dirt bikes, my 4-wheelers, my camper, and I went to Florida, bought a sailboat, and was just being a beach bum, basically, waiting for the economy to come back. And not the pink flamingo. There was like a cat involved in it. Alley cat or something like that. I don't know, but I applied to be a maintenance man at a strip club. I didn't get the job. Can you imagine where I would be right now if I had gotten that job at a strip club as the maintenance man? Oh, geez. It wasn't that one. I can't remember what the heck it was. I had some friends who are like, oh man, I hope you get that job. You better get that job. But I didn't get the job. I could still be working there. Got all you need. Oh, so back to Zachary's question. Make it up. Make it up. If you don't have experience, but you think you are qualified, what's the worst can happen? It's a property maintenance job. You're not going to go to jail for lying on your resume. So make it up. Have a couple of your buddies as references and get the job. You got to start somewhere. Those poles aren't going to grease themselves. Any ideas on the new kitchen's floor? Tile with thin grout. Can't give away the floor yet. Can't give away the floor yet. Well, there's only 100 people here. You just gonna keep watching. Now, Zachary, let's all. Yeah, you got to fake it until you make it sometimes, especially when you're first starting out. Make it up. So, yeah. I was the maintenance man down at old Alley Cats or the Pink Flamingo. I know how to do the air conditioning. You learn on the job. A buddy of mine had to do that when everybody that was in construction management lost their job, like everybody. And how did he get into it? He got into like factory work or something like that. Didn't know anything about managing a factory or maintaining a factory, and just faked it until he made it. So when he got the job, he was on the phone to all the factory machines, like manufacturers, saying, "Hey, I need to learn how to do this and this, that, and the other thing. If you've got what it takes, you'll figure it out." LLE, do I have special accounts for supplies? You get discounts. Now that's an interesting topic. The accounts. I never ever buy anything on credit, but I do have accounts, which is basically you show a business card, or some of them just say, well, what's the name of your business? They type it in and they immediately give you like a 30% discount. So that's how much these things are marked up. So at the Hardwoods store, both Hardwoods stores, I have an account, and I don't know what tier level of discount I'm at, but I do get a discount from a homeowner. Also at Sherwin-Williams, I have an account that I get a pretty good discount on my lacquer. And there's another paint store that I also have an account at. This thing on? We still rolling here? We got 107 people in here. Is my internet working? Have I done bathtub or countertop resurfacing? I have not. But that is an interesting industry, that the painting of cast iron tubs. I've talked about it before in previous live streams. That's something that you could make a good living off of. You have to get trained, and I don't know if it's a scam or not, but the people or the companies that make that paint, that coating, they sell a kit with, I think it's a turbine sprayer. You get the whole kit and caboodle. You get the paint. It's always like a 2-part deal, but you have to come to them to get the training, to learn how to spray it and mix it and all that. So it's like a $3,000 to $5,000 investment. Here's your kit. This is how you spray it. This is the coatings. There you go. Go start your business. I did not find any dead mice in my remodel. Try it, man. Try what? Have you done that? Oh, Jesus. I got to read this one. It's a beard comment. Can you consider grooming your beard? It is getting a bit unkept. No, this is, you sound like my freaking wife. It would improve my credibility. No, it would not. I say, well, you're right. Online credibility. I said in Chris Ferguson, I really enjoy your videos. I need to. I want this. I want a ZZ Top style beard. I want. It seems like it's growing this way. No, it actually looks pretty well groomed. You can see my lips. I don't have a neck beard. It really doesn't look that unkept. It's not like I got like Doritos in it or anything like that. It is interesting how many people are concerned that I'm growing a beard. Like a lot, hundreds of people are very concerned that I'm growing a beard, like a bigger beard than I normally have. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Right now, my credibility with my actual business, it's fine. It's fine. It is something that to pay attention to. Like I told you I did the live stream going to the estimate, and I did think I'm like, holy cow. I'm usually pretty trimmed up, prim and proper, but I did give myself a haircut. That helped the look out. Um, the guy does have a good point that you have to look the part, and I really don't think I look unkept right now. I mean, if I fluffed it all out and tried to go homeless look on it, I probably could get it, a little disheveled. There you go, Tim. But yeah, I did think about it. I'm like, oh, I usually anyway. We're not going to beat a dead horse on the beard. The only credibility part would be on my social media stuff, and on social media, it's very strange. On this channel, um, this I'm not trying to gain anything, even though this channel does make money. People can listen to me. They can like me or they don't like me. The other channel, I mean, the weirder I am, the more views I get. So I don't know. I could get this thing down to here and have it braided out into pigtails, and it would get me more views on the other YouTube channel. Anyway, enough beard talk. Should you color a beard? I've been plucking these gray ones out. I swear, I pluck one out, and I swear the hair is literally turning gray by the day. What color is your beard, Andy? Too painful? Just gotta get a pair of needle nose and dunk. My favorite ZZ Top song? God, I could easily identify every ZZ Top song, but I don't know one off the top of my head. Fred, yeah, the 100-hour work week, I think that is contributing to the grays. Definitely. What do I think about a ductless systems? Put a little more context behind that, Eduardo. Jason Manson, yeah, I work by referral. Like I said last week, went on you guys were there. Most of you, I'm assuming most of you were there at the live stream, and I've had a couple conversations with him since that live stream, and things have gone well. And the phase that we're at now is I gave them a base estimate, and there's a little bit of leeway up, but not down, depending on the style of backsplash. She said she was conservative. She's not fancy, but then she had mentioned a herringbone pattern with 3 different color tiles. I said, well, let me give you a price for kind of a subway tile, straight lines, a little staggered pattern. Once you have your final decision on what you want, I'll give you, I'll tell you if I got to charge more or not. Where do I get my workwear from? You must be one of those Instagram followers, huh? Yeah, I got all this stuff for free. Dry Duck sent it to me. They sent me a whole. I mean, they don't have pants though. They don't have pants and they don't have coveralls. But everything you're gonna see me wear as far as a sweatshirt or a coat is all Dry Duck, and it's way fancier than I've ever been. Like I don't do anything but work. I don't go to stores other than Lowe's or Home Depot and the gas station. That's about it. I do shop on Amazon quite a bit though. But yeah, they sent all this nice stuff. I've got more. They sent me like 7 different coat type things. It makes me look way fancier than I did last winter. Hey Matt S. Uh, that's interesting. I replied to your wife's comment. I try to reply to all of them. I don't know who your wife is, but I try to read every single one and reply to all of them. Trying to see what your little picture looks like there. It's like Ashley asks 100 hours work. How many hours of sleep do I get on average a night? It's not advisable. It's not a bragging point, but 4.5 to 5 on average. But sometimes I'll get 6, and that's it. And it's strange. I've got multiple businesses going on here because of social media. So as soon as I get up, I'm clearing the cobwebs out and I'm on that computer. Every night, especially this time of year, it's not this case. As soon as December 24th comes around, uh, things will settle quite a bit. But there is a go time. It's like the fourth quarter of a football game when you got to put it, you're going all in, and that is the last 2 months of the year. And every waking hour is work. Let's see here. Dry Duck acceleration. I don't know. I got one of just about everything. They're pretty darn cozy, and in very high quality. I mean, it's like way out of my normal stuff that I would wear. And I haven't bought anything new in years. Okay, what is it? Someone said, I too would like to know about getting permission to share the job on social media. I'm not sure what that means. I think you're responding to someone else's comment. Clarify, Nick. Oh, got a shiver. Oh, what time is it? All right. Let's see, Nick. What are some tips for young guys going to work with guy that does small remodels and handyman work? Ooh, that's a gold mine right there, man. Actually, the video I filmed it earlier. I was editing the whole thing, and I just said, "This sucks." Click, canceled it, and switched over to editing the other channel's video. But that is one of the prime points of the video that I decided not to upload. It was, where is this guy? What are some tips for a young guy going to work with a guy that does small remodels and handyman work? That right there is how I was telling people to get the best education in working skills, your skill set. Because I get a lot of questions about how do you know how to do all this stuff? And I'm 42 years old, and I started when I was basically born. I was born into it. But outside of the family that I was born into, I worked for other people. as an employee. A lot of other companies, a lot of different trades. Everybody does something different. And you got to learn from these old guys. And that was another big point of the video, is that there's a lot of these old guys that are in their 50s or 60s and they're done. There's not really another generation of intelligent, business savvy, either self-employed or small business owners that are doing home improvement and home remodeling to learn from. There's just not very many out there. And I guess I got lucky that I landed several jobs throughout my life and learned a lot from these old guys. I know you're very educated in your field, but what do you do? I should have read this before I started reading out loud, but we'll go with it. I know you are very educated in your field, but what do you do when you come across something you are not sure how to do? How do you go about research and completing the work? YouTube. Never YouTube. Sorry, never YouTube. There is a there's got to be a book. There's an organization that has a group of best practices for everything. We'll take tile work for the sake of this question. I mean, there's only 105 people in here, but is anybody here familiar with the TCNA handbook? Anyone? I refer to the TNA handbook. Tits and ass, It's the tits and ass book. They have, there's the same thing for, say, hardwood flooring. There is I don't want to say it's a governing body, but there is a best practices for all hardwood flooring installs. TNA, got it, yeah. The TNA handbook for tile. It goes through everything, and thickness. I mean, it's more applicable. It's getting late for old homes when you run into things that just aren't standard. Anyways, I used it for sheeting. You have to have a certain subfloor base before you put tile on it, because if it's too flexy, your tile will crack and the grout will pop out. So there's always something out there. From drywall, your local building department has a ton of information on. They have diagrams on how you're supposed to build things. But I may go to YouTube. I'm pausing to think the last time I went to YouTube to try to find something out. I used YouTube for things that interest me outside of the construction industry. Mr. Clancy, you do what you got to do. You go to the Home Depot, they got a whole, I don't know if they still have, they used to have a whole rack of books and magazines for everything. It's, how to paint a wall, how to install a faucet, how to install a light fixture. Boston, what are you trying to say? Spit it out. Year 2000. Bueller, anyone? Hey, Chris W. I appreciate the nice comment. Hello. Hi, Mr. Handyman. Hello. Ask Google. You can ask Google a lot. Too much dust. Let me get some popcorn ceiling. I've got one of those coming up. I got to get this this kitchen. Once this kitchen is done, I've got a whole slew of projects that A little bit less intensive. Let me get some popcorns here. The adult bookstore. Does YouTube money make more? Oh, YouTube money makes a lot more than handyman money. It Yeah. Changed my life, changed my family's life, changed my outcome of life. Good night. Oh, you got to go do your regular job. Good night, Tim. Someone asked earlier, do you have customer approval? You're taking pictures and videos on their property. Most of the future and current customers are all fully understanding of what's going on. I mean, I got freaking tripods and lights set up in every job that you've seen in the last year. When I first started out, I still had some tripods set up, and they said, "So, is that a GoPro on a tripod over there?" I go, "Yeah, I take videos of my work for my online portfolio. It's my online portfolio." They don't know that I'm making money off of it, and they're like, "Oh, that's a great idea," and they go about their day. All right, there we go. Scrolling up, scrolling down. Make sure this thing's still working. 104 people. We're holding steady at 100 people. It's a nice group of people. Let's see here. Do you smooth the caulk out on baseboard with your finger or leave the caulk bead alone? No wipe caulking skills. What do you think? Most walls are not straight, and there is usually a little, but so I just answer the question. I always swipe it down with my finger and then clean it up. I want it pushed in there into that joint so it squishes in. It also acts as kind of an adhesive. Okay, how many consistent views does it take on YouTube? Wait. How many views does it take on YouTube? Does it tell if financially affects your life? What? 555-5785. I'll see you tomorrow with my tools. I know that phone number is etched into my brain. I think every 40-year-old guy, 555-5785. They know that number. You could ask me when I'm 90. Hey, finish this. 555. I'll be like, 5785. I'll see you tomorrow with my tools, fuckface. Does anybody else find the humor or know what the hell me and Camden, Boston are talking about? All right, well, I guess that joke went over most people's heads. Let's see here. Then we'll get back on track here. We'll not talk about construction jokes. 555-5785. It's the same thing as the mustard with the asbestos. Am I tipsy, tired, or both? Well, we'll just go with both. Mostly sleep deprived. But it was this thing here, this hanging out with you guys, is kind of like my social life right now. So I said, screw it. I just finished exporting tomorrow's video, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to go out there and pop up the laptop, put the camera on, and talk to some guys and hang out. How old is that joke? I was probably 14-ish when that joke was peaking. So I was pretty young to get that joke and to be in that circle that knows those jokes. So mid to late 40s, God, maybe even 50. 50-year-old dudes know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, what's so weird is I've turned into such a recluse. I put those cabinets up, and I ran out of the dang screws. You buy a bag of the hinges, and they come with little packets of screws. And I get to the last door and I'm all out of screws. I'm like, where the hell are the dang screws? I know there's another packet of screws somewhere. So I'm tearing this workshop apart, going drawer by drawer, drawer by drawer. And I find something that I purchased on Amazon 8 months ago. And I pick it up and I'm like, holy cow. And I look up and I'm like, I want to tell my YouTube family, my YouTube friends about this. Hey guys, look at this. I lost this. You guys have angle grinders? This is what I found when I was looking for those screws. And I was like, not very many people would understand what finding this little baggie means to me. So these go on your angle grinders, and they hold your angle grinding discs in. And if you lose this, you can't use your angle grinder. So I bought a package of 3 of them to go on all my angle grinders that I've lost this little disc threaded dealy thing on there. So anyways, it's very strange. You get into this social media thing, this YouTube thing, and you're like, hey, look what I just found. I've been looking for these for 6 months. I lost them like a week after I bought them. And they're exactly in this drawer where I put them. I just have too many drawers in this workshop. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 different drawers. Not even counting all the space in the cabinets. Oh, Jason Mason. Do you remember me losing? Do you remember the story of losing the collet for my Porter cable router in the driveway of a house that I like one last thing to route, and somehow the dang thing is vanished. It's vanished. Couldn't find it. I think I told that story on a live stream a long time ago. All right, let's see. I'm going to catch up. I just went on a long, weird story about thinking you guys are my friends. How long would you spend painting interior walls and trim on a 1,500 square foot home? And in what price range you gonna be charging? That angle nut is not trash, you rookies. All right, I don't know what you're talking about. Trevor, a 1,500 square, how long would you spend painting interior walls and trim? So we're not painting the ceiling. 1,500 square foot walls and how long? A couple days? I know there's many different ways to do it. If it's occupied, unoccupied, how much furniture is in there. If it's unoccupied, most painters would mask the floors off, the cabinets off, the appliances off, and they would spray it. They'd even mask the ceiling off and they would spray it. Just a couple days to paint a 1,500 square foot house. 7 times $2,000 would be my labor cost plus materials. Chris Bechtel, thanks for the comment. I'm glad that you enjoyed the videos and learned something. Thanks again. Why do you have disc rotors on your stove? It's a good question. You must be from the South. So this is a wood burning stove that I built, and it's a pretty awesome build. I actually had to make that video private because it was at my old house and it showed too much, and people were like, hey, I know where you live. And they were like sending me pictures of my front door, and I'm like, hey, you freaking creepy bastard, I'll fucking shoot you. Anyways, that is it's a big mass of metal, and it heats up those brake rotors there. and it radiates heat. It radiates heat out into the room here. I didn't mean to curse that. I mean, there's only 100 people watching. I think if you're up in the middle of the night and watching some dude called the Handyman, you can handle the F word a little bit. Oh, you wouldn't believe I had a freaking note in serial killer handwriting underneath my windshield a couple months ago. I still don't know if it was someone who liked my videos or someone who wanted to kill me. It is interesting. Do you assume Yanks don't know what brake discs are? Do I assume what? Yanks? Like Yankees? Anyways, someone asked. They're there. They're a metal mass that absorbs heat and then radiates heat out. That's why wood stoves are very, very heavy cast iron blocks of metal that radiate heat out. Oh, the Handyman's. I can't even tell you the name of my my new business. It's so close to being public. But this 100-hour work week deal. I didn't spend any time tonight, but I have a graphic design program on this computer right here, and I am making T-shirts. I'm making designs. Let me see here. Should I give you guys a preview of one I was working on last night? How do we do this here? File, open recent. Okay. Here, I'll show you. Let me see if I can spin you around here. I'll spin you around. This is my laptop. And where did it go? There you go. I figured out how this program works. It's called Inkscape. It's basically a clone of Adobe Illustrator. And I've just been playing around with it, making saw blades, hammers, axes, all sorts of different designs, and trying them out. Put that back up there. I'm kind of proud of this one. I spent like 3 hours to build this thing, and I'm kind of teaching myself how to use this software here. With that one, it may or may not make the final cut. That's just one of. Let's see, how many good ones do I think I have? Do I think that's a key? Do I think they're good? There's about 4 designs that Clock 19. I don't know that. I got to be careful with that stuff these days. But I think I got 4 designs that are going to be the first launch, and I'm always kind of brainstorming, thinking of different things. The brake rotor. I should make a T-shirt of a brake rotor. Brake rotor equal brake rotor. If there is a difference in understanding between any silly group, then we should hang it up. Andy, I missed the first part of that. I don't know what you. Yeah. I can't put any sort of things like stamped or milled in the on the online store. Yeah, physical labor and computer labor. It's hard to do the computer labor after a day of manual labor, that's for sure. That's the price point. You will wait. What's the price point? Yeah, they will be for sale. I've been trying them out for quite a while. I got to make sure that the quality of the shirt. A lot of people like this shirt. Oh, geez, I actually had somebody ask about this shirt today. Where can I get that shirt, handyman? Can't have it yet. I knew this was going to turn to talking about guns and stuff like that, and I have to be very careful now. I used to be very loose on these live streams and stuff that I put out there into the internet world. It's out there. It is out there for good. MMP 20 compact. I know. I need to know you guys are. Of course, there's other people that watch. Will watch the replay on this on Patreon. There's little old ladies that watch my videos. Yes, to the hunting channel. That's why I built that channel. And what's really sucks is I've gone to try to do daily uploads on the main channel. I would like to do double uploads, one on this channel a day. But there's just, I would be dead. I would die. Who is printing the shirt for you? It'll be drop shipped from Printify. As of right now, that's the first phase of the launch for the online store would be Printify. I think that, and like I said, you got it. I order them. They come. I feel them up, and I wash them, make sure they're good. There's different printers that have different printer qualities. There's a whole lot to learn if you're going to build merch, and you don't want just a bunch of crappy carnival shirts out there. There's not enough. Let's see. I would have to be making a lot of money for me to hire someone to do anything for me. Let's put it that way. I won't pay someone to shovel my driveway, let alone edit my videos. I just kind of a do-it-yourselfer person. And that's a response to someone to hiring an editor. And an editor would have to know the important parts of what I'm talking about to include, what to cut out. It would take quite a bit of training. Okay, if you can do it, it's worth it. Wait, someone else. Okay, yeah. My second channel? What do you mean? What's the name of my second channel? The Handyman. I'm getting, God, how many millions of views am I getting a month on that channel? Wait, I can't log into that channel because I'm on this channel. It's The Handyman. That's the main channel. This is the second channel. That answers to Mike. I'll edit your videos for Tree Fitty. I don't know if I would let anybody edit my videos. Sells wallpaper out of her basement. 100 people holding strong here. Do not put. Is that really your phone number? Can I? No one prank calls it. Hey Google, where is area code 270?
Area codes 270 and 364 primarily serves Dawson Springs, Upton, Radcliffe, and others. Let me know if you want me to tell you more.
Yeah, what state is that? Oh, you dumb. dumb. I mean, she never. Anyway, no one prank call. Maybe he's lonely. He wants someone to call him. All right, this is a good relevant question. Blade H. On my previous video, I said get an LLC. Why an LLC? A limited liability corporation is kind of the entryway into self-employment, and it limited liability. It protects you, gives you protection from being sued. But once you start making a certain amount of money, you will find I honestly, I can't say most states. I can say certain states, you have more tax benefits to be an S corporation, quite a bit. And they are cracking down on the S corporation deal. So you have to have a good accountant that can keep you straight to make sure that you're paying taxes on the appropriate amount of money. What's the least amount of money earned per week in order to keep a one-person handyman business rolling? Dude, it's all about TM Jones. I'm going to read this out loud again so everybody can hear. Hopefully there's some young guys that want to know the answer to this question. What's the least amount of money earned per week in order to keep a one-person handyman business rolling? Are you single? Do you have mortgage payments? Do you have car payments? It's all of a lot of this depends on your location. Even if it's feasible to meet your budget needs, your lifestyle needs. When I was single, I'm trying to think of all the girlfriends I had back in the day. Yeah, I was unmarried. We'll go with that. I was not married, no children, relatively no responsibilities. I could comfortably live off 30 grand a year. Easily. Easily 30 grand a year. Oh, let's hear. So No One Design. I first got a business attorney before I switched to an S corporation. And I did my taxes by myself a little bit, but a business attorney and accountant both said that 60 grand was kind of the cutoff because you have to pay them so much money. Now, if you can do your own accounting and you do all your own legal work, that takes a lot of the expense out of the equation for being an S corporation. I have no brain power left over to stay legal and do my taxes. So I pay two people, an attorney and an accountant, to keep me legal and pay my taxes for me, and now do all my bookkeeping. So 60 grand is what I was told to go from LLC to S corporation. But if you're smarter than me or have the energy to do your own accounting and your own legal paperwork that comes with being an S corporation, then that price cutoff could be lower. Okay. Magumad Ali. Sorry for butchering your name. Do you work fast at job sites or slow and take your time? I go as efficiently as I can to get the job done and exceed the customer's expectations. That is the business portion of that answer, or that question. Someone could spend days and days and days and just fiddle around with every little thing involved. They're not going to make any money. So there is a sweet spot. Every customer is different. Every project is different of how much time and how much quality to put into it. We'll put in all the quality, do the highest quality. It doesn't pay. There is a middle point of efficiency, time, quality, customer expectations. Yeah, I think that's a good answer, I think. Let's see here. Told. Hello, you're good. Oh, about my pronunciation? Sorry. I'm not good at names that aren't Bob, Tom. I can't even think of any other names right now. Whatever, do a meet and greet. I had a sponsor ask me if I wanted to do like a trade show meet and greet thing. And I don't know. Right now, I don't think so. I don't think so right now. But that could change. This thing's still on. We got 104 people in here. This thing ain't moving very fast. Everybody's getting tired. I'll scroll up and see if there's any. Hey, what's up? I'll see if there's any questions that I missed. 2,200 for one bedroom in Vancouver. No, yeah, well, I think that refers to the budget that we were talking about earlier. Do you have an umbrella policy? I don't think I do. I don't know what I have. Do you work fast? Do you get a good CPA? Yes. This is a good question, and I see some more people put some stuff in there. Someone says, "Why did you retire your old 18-volt tools on your job site?" It's pretty much just tool security. I keep a big pile of tools at the remodel, locked in their house. The tool trailer isn't quite as secure, even though it does stay hooked to my truck, and I can fit the truck and the trailer in the driveway, and I back the trailer up to the house so they can't fold it down. And there's cameras, there's lights. They could pry the door open and steal them, but then they would just get my 18 volts. So the only real reason I'm using the 20 volts is they're safe and sound. I mean, you would have to literally break into someone's house if you wanted to steal them. It's a little bit different than breaking into a tool trailer. Let's go to the bottom here. Oh, that's a good Garrett Thompson. All right. I'm going to read the question out loud. What are most essential tools to have before you can make quality wooden furniture builds like those cabinets you made? I would say a big ass table saw, and I like the router table. I did a whole series of videos on the progression of the router table that I finally settled on. I tried a more affordable version, and it barely worked. I think I built one or two doors, and I said nope. I want something better, and I bought a new router and a whole system. I got like $500 wrapped up into just a homemade router table lift. But yeah, table saw and the router table, I think, are probably the best. Now, there's cabinetry, like kitchen cabinets, and then there's like furniture building. Furniture building gets more into like woodworking territory, and then you're looking at these tools over here: the thickness planer, the joiner, and the router table, and the table saw. But these two over here really don't get into cabinetry that much, like kitchen cabinets or a vanity. Yeah, there's not much money building furniture. Do any of you guys know who the Wood Whisperer is? He's an amazing woodworker, and he's sponsored by Powermatic, the people who made my table saw. He's got a lot of time. I've heavily stalked him, not like his personal life, but his business life. What industry he started out? I think he was in like IT or something like that. He was a nerd and liked making furniture on the side. He went full on in to try to build furniture. Mopar dude said, "Yeah, there's not much money in building furniture." He said, "Okay, well, I'm a great at making these awesome bookcases. I'm going to teach people how to make these awesome bookcases." He started up a website, got the YouTube thing going on. He was offered over $1 million just for his website, and that was over 5 years ago, long time ago. And so I've kind of followed his progression in the social media type world, and he's a real deal. Go look at his workshop. That's what you need if you want to build ultra fine furniture. But like I said, it's God. Mopar, dude, you've seen his shop. Take a guess. What do you think the value of all those Powermatic tools are? Even the flames on his what does he have, a PM 2000 something? 30 grand? Yeah, that's probably about right. 30 grand. He's got the dust collection. He even has the same electric heaters as I do, but that electric heater is in that room. And it's not in this room, because this room is pretty damn chilly. Is there a story behind your straw cups? This thing here, it's just, yeah. My wife, we have 2 cups, and we drink everything out of these 2 cups. It's very weird. Like everything. I drink my coffee out of here, drink my booze out of here. Is there a story? 60K, 30K. This is an interesting question. Nightwolf, what licensing do you recommend for starting a handyman business? It depends on where you live, and there are certain states, there are certain metropolitan areas that are very, very hard for small fish to become big fish, and those are regulations, and those regulations are there to keep you from growing. They're put there by the big fish. Large companies lobby all the lawmakers, all the city council, everything you can imagine. They got their fingers in to make it hard for you to grow. Luckily, I live in an area where there is a like a borderline where, well, the story goes deep. I worked for a big builder. A lot of you know that. And that was a key to getting my contractor's license for this major metropolitan area. And everybody else has reciprocity with this major metropolitan area. If you don't have that situation where you can have someone write a letter and get you through the system, go to a smaller, this should be a whole video. There's a whole way to get your contractor's license in a difficult metro area. Some places you just go down, you sign your name, and you pay $200, and here you go build a house, go build a 3-story condo. It's different, and the same place that says, hey, that'll be $200, Mr. Handyman, here's your license, there you go build the houses. You're a home builder. You can go build multifamily buildings. 2 feet to this side, you got to give your freaking firstborn away to become the exact same contractor. 2 feet different. One border, one on this side of the street, you can build anything you want. On this side of the street, it's very difficult. Yeah, California. I've had a lot of people send me comments from California. Handyman, you can't charge more than $500. Slipped into a little handy Andy there for a second. You can't charge more than $500. You're breaking the law, handyman. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't live in freaking California, you commie. Any other questions? Oh man, the old boys club, when you were in with those contractors, especially contractors that are building buildings or massive renovations on city buildings, the politics that are involved with businesses, politicians can't exist without money from businesses, and businesses need help from politicians so they both climb the ladder and both get successful. And construction companies, especially large cities, commercial construction companies, have lots of money. What's the biggest mistakes I have made? Not getting started younger investing. I don't think it was fault of my own. I just didn't have the education. And that's, I didn't have the education to understand how it all worked. As far as the business goes, not really any major mistakes. Ashley Pavluk. What are some of your favorite books in regards to helping you have the right mindset for what you do? For the last year, it hasn't been books, it's been podcasts. I watch a lot of podcasts. Every time I'm on the road, there's a podcast playing for free from YouTube, and it's only successful entrepreneurs. I have the skill set. It's just the mindset to push harder, to get those 100-hour weeks, to become obsessed, and have that ultra level of focus, and be able to sacrifice a lot. Podcasts. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that. And I don't know if I should shout them out or anything like that. And honestly, I don't know. I read the title. I'm like, oh, this dude, made $1 gazillion on Shopify. I got a Shopify business. I need to learn. So I'll listen to him talk for a bit. A guy talking about real estate. I'll listen to 20 different podcasts on real estate investing. All right. Blade H asks, how old were you when you went out on your own? 100% on my own was 2008. Probably the best day ever. I got laid off. All our contracts, all our investments, or investors started pulling out. I was, I don't know if that's true or not, because I was set. My career was like ready to launch into hyperspeed. I was going to be the lead superintendent from everything from a condo at a ski resort to another huge complex right next to the large football stadium. My career was ready to launch, more than just being kind of a low-level superintendent, project engineer. And the market crashed, and all the investors pulled out of everything. God, I completely forgot what the heck I was talking about. Where was I? How old were you when it was 2008? I went out on my own. When the heck is 2008? It's 2009. It's 11 years ago. So I was 31 years old when I went 100% solo. But as I said earlier in the live stream, I had always done side jobs. Home improvement or home repair or general contractor license, which would get first? Well, there's no such thing as a home improvement or home repair license. There's only a general contractor's license. And in most municipalities, the lowest level of general contractor's license will get you to be able to build a house or a certain height or size of multifamily. Now, there are also specialty licenses. Like you can get a roofing license. That one you don't need to test into. You go down, you pay your money, you're a roofer. Same with HVAC, fencing. Even a fencing contractor around here has got to have a fencing license. No testing, no nothing. You just go down, you pay your money. You got to get that money, and you're a fencing contractor. Home improvement, home repair. Oh, wait, we got. Why do you think contractors? Wait. I gotta pre-read this. What do you think? This is an interesting question, and it's talking a little bit about politics. I'm going to read it out loud again. Why do you think contractors sucking off the government consider themselves capitalists rather than socialists? Now, I'm trying to think into that, and I got a good example in my head. A certain, it's a developer bought a specific plot of land in the city that I live in. It's a shitty plot of land, and it can't be developed. But the city needs more income. They want somebody to build something there that's going to bring tax dollars to the city. So they give a tax break to the developer that is potentially thinking of buying the land to develop it into a goofy shaped mid-rise condominium to get more people in the boundaries of that city to spend more money there. You get where I'm going with this? The bigger the business, the more involved they are with politics. And they may or may not consider, there's nothing about that's socialism at all. It's just business. It's just, and the same thing could be said, it's just politics to people who don't understand politicians and politics and the game. It's just business. It's just politics. They're intertwined there. Let's see. What do we got here? You're tapping out, Dave? I need to tap out too. I could go. What's weird is I don't get tired. It's crazy. I wish I could stay awake indefinitely. All right, let's see here. I don't watch foosball. Someone asked about NFL and salary caps. I don't watch TV. I don't listen to the radio. I don't do anything. I don't know anything about. I watched the Super Bowl. Sometimes I just listen to it. Have you ever had to take a client to court? No way. I've never even come close to any sort of lawsuits. Stay away from people that talk too much about lawsuits. All right, I'm going to read this one. Whew, God, it's freaking cold out here. What's your take on these mandated soft story? I don't know. I don't know anything about earthquake zones. I'm not from California. See you, Mr. Clancy. Thanks for the comment. Handy Andy is by Tyler Durden. I wish I could do more Handy Andy videos, but he just pisses people off. He pisses everybody off. And that's kind of funny. Triggering people, it is hilarious. I kind of love doing it, but I got to do it. I got to be smart about this because somehow this YouTube thing turned into a very profitable business, and I can't go messing with that. All right, turn your rotors up if you're. I don't have a fire going. I thought about building a fire, but then I was like, how long am I going to be out here? Do I really want to? This is scrap wood from that remodel. Have you ever had a client refuse to pay the agreed amount for services? Absolutely not. That's crazy. That is absurd. If you get into that situation, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. There had to be forecasting. Something's out there saying, hey, this project is not going well. This customer is pissed. This customer is an asshole. Something like that. That we are not meshing. I am not the right service provider for this customer. If you get into a situation like them not refusing to pay or going to court, it's your own fault. You should have noticed this stuff a long time ago and got out or figured out a way to not get to a point where you're not getting paid or you're going to court. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Any other questions? Still at 100 people in here. What's my craziest story? That's not for this live stream. This one's got to be, is it family friendly? God, I'm going to have to put out a parental advisory when I put this up on Patreon. It's like, hey, there's a couple F words and a few S words in this. But the craziest story is definitely not family friendly. I'm just reading along here. I'm not frozen or anything. All right, TM Jones. We're going to read this, guys. You live in Richland, handyman. I finished one couple weeks ago. They paid all $4,000, then later refused to pay $300 for supplies, MAT, materials. I'd run my truck through their freaking front door. I've always thought about that way back when. I mean, now my customers are so secure that I will front a ton of labor because I've got a new stem off that main big branch of referrals. And I know they're good for it. They would never screw me over because they don't want to screw over their friends and family that have highly recommended me. So I will front a ton of labor and even some materials just to show them that, damn, this guy's great. He's not a money grubbing. He's not like trying to get all sorts of crazy deposits down. He's here. He's working. He's bringing materials to the site. Man, I love this guy. Why can't everybody be like the handyman? Write that check for full payment. We don't have to worry. Just write it out. $20,000. Here you go, handyman. We trust you. All right, I'm going to catch back up to the comments here. Someone wants me to tell the story that's not family friendly. It may have been told in a long, long live stream ago, way back in time. It may, I don't know. I probably should go back and review all those live streams that I have public on that Patreon page. From London, hello, Lula. Can't tell if you're a dude or a chick, Lula. All right, who's in the current lawsuit? Oh, it's Tom TM Jones still talking about something. Maybe being sued. That's funny. Hashtag rock. Let's see here. Cool Mad Mike. How do you deal with a customer who keeps making minute changes? Last minute changes? Frequent changes? I guess I'm different. I don't have cold calls. I don't have strangers that I work for. There's a lot of interaction before the work even starts. We'll use this last estimate as an example. I came highly recommended by 2 levels of previous customers, good levels of previous customers, to this elderly couple. I broke my rule working for old people. But because it was on this network of referrals, I said, you know what? Do whatever it takes. Go under their budget and just keep that rock solid line of referrals going. And I spent a lot of time with them. I spent 2 hours with them. I've had phone conversations with them. I've had text message conversations with them. I learn the customer before I give that bid out there. If I get any vibe that this is going to be a difficult customer, I'm just not available. But let's just say they sneak in there somehow. Somehow I'm out on a late night live stream drinking with the boys, and I don't pay attention to them, and I get the job. How do I deal with the last minute changes? I focus. I'm going to make money. I'm not going to lose money on anything. I'm going to make money. And what I do is I flip a switch. I say, okay, this is a customer. If they're just straight up bad, I won't even start the job. But to say they're a good customer, they just like to make changes, or I had one that was a very, very indecisive. They couldn't make a freaking decision to save their life. I don't know how they got out of the house. They couldn't even decide what clothes to wear. They were so indecisive. But once the money is there and your business is established, you're focused on that customer. You're focused on your reputation, basically. And you just deal with it. You deal with it with a smile. And you don't think about the dollars per hour, the dollars per week. You think about where's this going to get me in 5 years, 10 years? Hell, it's not about them. Every job shouldn't be about the money. All the cumulative jobs are about the money. So when I get into a messed up situation, whether it's a picky customer or maybe I underbid it, I learn from it and I earn that customer's referral. And I even work harder because I need to make more money off of them to pick up the slack of me underbidding it or me just being overly nice to them by not charging them for every little change. That was a long answer. Does it make sense? There's a good one. This is a good one. What is your go-to script when saying no to a job? I give a very high price and say I'm not available for at least 6 months. I've done that just recently. I just started doing these live streams on the way to estimates and stuff like that. But I do these estimates all the time. And what was the last one? It was probably a master bathroom or something like that. I say, yeah, I'm available in May. And that's if I get, yeah, you just say you're available in May and I'm available for, $100,000 or something like that. I mean, but you don't want to come off an asshole. And it also depends on how tightly that customer is tied to your core loyal customers that refer you to their friends and family. Say they are tied in real tight, and somehow those customers screwed you over by referring you to a jackass. you got to you got to get out of it so that bad word doesn't flow back down the pipe. That, oh, this guy, he gave me a large price. He says he wasn't available. Blah, blah, blah. You got to be tactful. You got to read the person. You got to know where that referral came from. Most of my customers won't refer. They know me. They know me very well. It's crazy. Crazy. I'm flipping them around here. These old people, the elderly people, they ask me about my wife. I'm like, how the hell do these people know about my wife? They know what she does for a living. I'm like, God, how do you even know? I don't know you. That's how tight my network of loyal customers is. They're friends of mine in a business sense. And they respect me. They respect, apparently, they know more about me than a lot of people do. Hopefully that answers, and hopefully that answers the question. I can only give you my experience that I've had. I don't have cold calls. I don't have strangers calling me. I don't have I don't have any online presence. I do not exist. My real life, real world business doesn't exist anywhere except in word of mouth. That's it. I'm trying to catch up here. I've been blabbering for quite a bit. Now I think you guys are just messing with me. Have I ever had an ornery customer who would call you and harass you and tell you to do your job? That's funny. It sounds like something that I would be. I would be the ornery customer. No. Night Wolf. Hey, that was for you, Night Wolf. Yeah. Hey, now I putting the pieces together, trying to remember everybody's comments and their icon and their name. Glad it was helpful, Night Wolf. And I always encourage positive, constructive comments in the videos so that people can learn from someone else other than me. What's your name? Is it Bob? No, my name is not Bob. All right, what time? Oh, we're actually gaining viewers as it gets later and later. Oh man, I probably should cut this off, but what do I got to do tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. I got to go to work. I got to film Monday's video tomorrow. All right, here's a good question. Blade H. If you didn't have the word of mouth, then how would you go about building up clients and jobs? Very good question. How the hell did I get here? Where I deleted my website. I deleted my Google Place thing on the internet. I used to have a business Facebook account. I deleted it all. Now, how do you get there? Let's get rid of this jackass. How do you get there? Just by telling people. I'm assuming you have family, you have friends, and this goes against where you want to be in the future. Because in the future, you don't want to work for family or friends. But to get to that point, you have to work for family or friends. So keeping the price point low, keeping the value high, and start spreading your network. Work for your mom, and then your mother's co-workers, your wife's co-workers. This Beyonce? Oh boy, she wants a late night call. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up. Beyonce's getting anxious. But back to this point. This is very important. How do you get there? Say you have zero money and zero interest in doing any sort of advertising, marketing, buying ads on social media because it's so competitive and everybody and their brother's doing it. You just got to talk. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Hey, you know what? I'm starting a home improvement business. Tell everybody you know. And it goes from there. And yes, someone just brought up a Handiworks comments. We probably should talk about that in a separate video. As the market changes, the demographics change in the next 5 years. People are going to go more from what I'm used to we need to dial a handyman, get him on the line. Boop, 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 boop. Handyman shows up and does the job because nobody knows how to do anything anymore. There's alternatives out there that are coming to the. I think there's different methods. We're on the verge of a changing times with the demographics of homeowners. As baby boomers get to be too elderly and their children are now looking after their homes and even their children's baby boomers. I know who baby boomers are. Yeah. I'm not a baby boomer kid, am I? Gen Xers were so small and insignificant. Let's see here. Is this a real question? I'm going to ask this guy straight face. Where the hell did his freaking comment go? Oh, well, I already lost it. Oh, Boomskis. Is that a real question? Is that a legit question? Are you? Because it can be a real legit question. Yes, I am a Gen Xer. I'm 42 years old. I was born in 1976. For every 5 boomers leaving the workforce, there's probably like 1 person to replace them. Oh no. Oh no. The largest workforce are millennials right now. Millennials occupy the workforce. They're the largest generation of working people right now is millennials. Homeowners is still a little different. Google it. Watch, I'm wrong. I read the wrong article or something like that. All right, Boomskis, I can't do much research on you. Why are most handyman pieces of shit? Because, I don't know. I guess it depends on what you call a handyman. Last thing, show us how much you're making on YouTube, Handy. Ooh, I haven't done that in a long time, Andrew. I'm not logged in. I'm not logged into the main channel, and in order to log into the main channel to physically show you, the live stream would die. When I used to do that, I was doing the live streams from the main YouTube channel. I can show you how much this YouTube channel makes. Is anybody else interested? You're a construction supervisor. Awesome, Jason. Is anybody interested in this thing? Is this here analytics? Let's see here. Here we go. You want to know what 3 videos earns me on this YouTube channel in 27 days? Yes or no? Oh boy. I don't know if I show you. So keep in mind, I upload almost daily on the other YouTube channel. In the last 27 days, I've uploaded 3 videos on this YouTube channel. I'm going to make sure there's no personal information over here. So 3 videos with a very tiny, and I don't know if it's just oh my God, look at that. It's like a thing looking into a mirror in a mirror. That one there says Channel Analytics, YouTube Studio. There's me, the Handyman Business. This is an upload. This is an upload. This is an upload. Last 28 days, but the 28th day is grayed out because it's delayed. So from October, what is that date? October 20th to November 14th, this channel has made $1,321. times that by about 10, and you can see what the other YouTube channel makes. And that's just like a third of social media income. It's not just YouTube. YouTube is, I guess you could say, a third to half of what a social influencer makes on the internet. Whew, it's cold in here. Yeah, $1,300, 3 videos. Those 3 videos took me under an hour to make. Those about, it's, yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. The other channel, it takes a lot more work to get that, even though it's 10 times that size. Yeah, no, that's a freaking giggle, isn't it, Nick? Social influencer. It's weird. I get these, there's sponsorships, and I turn down. Oh my God, I should pop up my email just to show you all the crap. There's too much stuff on there. There's so many people, that, especially in November, that want to send me this, send me this, send me this. And I'm like, man, this is just junk. And I'm good with about 4 to 5 sponsors. That's one of them signed up for a freaking year contract. It's crazy. I was like, oh yeah, a full year, huh? Okay, got you covered. But like clothing like this is not cheap Chinese junk. Although it's probably made in China, this is good stuff. It's stuff that, I can stand behind. It's not. God, there was this one. It's hilarious. It was a shower curtain with a pocket in it, so that you could put your phone in it and look at your phone in a protective shower curtain pocket. They wanted me to promote it on my YouTube channel. I was like, "Are you serious? A shower curtain with a cell phone pocket? I can't do that. I cannot do that." Hey, #rock. I've been thinking about that Amazon. You want one, Nick? That Amazon storefront. I mean, I have an Amazon Associates account set up. Maybe I am behind the times on this social media stuff. Way behind the times. How long did your channel take to get to where it is now? Bet it took a long time and hard work. Chris, 2015, I started thinking that, maybe let's see what happens. So it's been 4 years. And I remember I was in Hawaii. Yes, that's how I start this story off. I'm in Hawaii. We're in a house. What island was that on? I go there every year because I'm the handyman. Actually, I got an amazing trip booked for this year. We went all out this year. And everybody's like, hey, we're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. I'm like, no, I made $3 this month. I need to upload another video. And they're like, you made $3 this month off of YouTube, huh? Okay. We're going down to the beach. We're going to go swim with the turtles and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm going for $4 next month. I got to edit. And, well, now we're taking, $20,000 multi-island vacations to Hawaii instead of just a $4,000 vacation to Hawaii. Fire in the shop. That's how it started. But it took a long time. It took obsession to Welding Gong Ron. Wow. Jason, you watched all of them. Is that one still up? Let's see here. Let's go to... Has anybody watched my first videos? Let me go to that was back when my workshop was a 7 by 14 foot shed. Where's the YouTube channel? And a lot of people get hung up on how many subscribers you have. It's really not subscribers, it's views. There could be a channel out there that puts out just random videos that, like, hey, I'm looking to buy a new cell phone case, and it's got to have a kickstand on it. And I Google, hey, the best cell phone case with a kickstand. And I come across this video, and it's great, well put together. He says, oh, this is the thing you get. You can drop it on the floor. You can throw it off a building and sink it. I'm not going to subscribe to that channel because I only want to know about that one cell phone case for that one phone. I'm not subscribing. But that channel gets a ton of views. Low subscribers, tons of views. The views are what's important. Subscribers is just for basically clout in the social influencer crowd. Like, ooh, how many subscribers do you have? How many followers do you have? We'll say, how many views do you get a month per, and how many videos or how much content do you have out there? So the views to content kind of makes the money. What was I looking at? Someone said, asked about the dangers of welding. Sort by oldest first. There's my very first video, converting a shed into a welding workshop and man cave office part 1. That's my first video. And what am I? Oh, that one's only, is that one? I got one. The dangers of welding next to acetone. Fire in the workshop. Only has 2,300 views. But the very next video is about welding with a spool gun. It has 26,000 views. My skateboard video, that took a lot of time. That's how I learned how to TIG weld aluminum. It's only got 5,000 views. How to build an aluminum skateboard. TIG welding. That's how I learned how to TIG weld. We know you hit rock bottom when we see barbecue grill tips. I must have missed that joke. Mopar dude, 400 subscribers. Really? That is crazy. I've always wondered who's been around for the longest and who's like stayed around. Because there's so many YouTube channels that come and go, and like people who aren't very active on YouTube. Wow. Jeez, you've been around for a long time. It's quite a growth in like a YouTube channel. So what? I mean, that's crazy. I don't know where I was. I think the first. Oh, that one has a 1.4 million views. So obviously, I think the Carpenter Hardwood Stair video really launched the channel. Actually, that one's got 1 million views too. So the DIY edition, how to build a room addition to your home, that's got 1 million views. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is super rare to have your 8th video get 1 million views. It's just luck. Handy baby to handy man. What? I missed something. I commented on one of your videos. It was probably one of your track saw videos or your cabinet building videos. And you have 2 channels, Mopar dude, don't you? And when YouTube changed their deal on staying monetized, I don't know. I don't know if you're interested or not, but we could probably get your carpentry channel back monetized really quick if you're interested. Oh, someone else's channel. Huh. Are you going back to one? If you're interested, I mean, you've been around for a long time and you've never been an asshole. I would gladly shout your channel out on the main channel, and I bet you would get your 1,000 subscribers within a day and easily get to your oh boy, Pages in the house. Mopar, we could probably easily get your watch time hours to whatever they require now. Well, let me know if you're interested. And I've thought about that. There's a couple guys that have YouTube channels. They're great. They're positive. They always have valuable comments. But I don't know if they want the attention or not, because I tell you what, you're gonna get freaking weird ass notes underneath your windshield wipers, written in serial killer handwriting. There's a price to pay for the views. And you have to. You're right, Mopar, dude. You have to be in the mood. There's days where I'll be like, man, I just can't go out and talk to a freaking GoPro on a tripod today, and I skip that day. But yeah, it's a commitment. But even just some little bit of side money, $300, $400, $500 a month, it can make life easier. TM Jones, are Sunday videos and Monday videos being combined into one long video? Take a poll. I'm trying to do daily uploads except for Fridays. Fridays suck. Nobody watches. My demographics don't watch YouTube on Fridays. So that's why I didn't upload on Friday, and pretty much crashed. I was useless after this 100-hour work week thing kicked my ass on Friday. But I might try to do this Friday. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, you have the ability to change your life, and all you got to do is go to work and do what you want to do. It's kind of like having a job and unlimited overtime. You say it's $20 an hour, and you get $20 an hour for as many hours as you can work. That's kind of where I'm at right now. Is even though it's grueling and I'm, I forget where I'm at sometimes. And I know it's a short period of time. I got to get to December 23rd. After December 23rd, I can relax. And I'm going to go back to uploading on my third YouTube channel, the hunting channel. I've got 2 antelope hunts and an elk hunt that were pretty good. Well, the elk hunt wasn't quite successful, but it was very valuable to people who go elk hunting in third season. But I got a nice buck with my new to me rifle. If anybody's following me on the third channel. But yeah, come Christmas time, I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to go back to editing videos for the third channel. Got a hog hunt coming up second week of January. I'm going to heavily document that one. That's always a fun trip. I think I'm going access deer hunting, black bear hunting in the spring. Gonna have videos on that. Lots of long range shooting coming this winter. And different rifles, different calibers, different loads. All that business is going to be on the other channel. Access deer in Hawaii. No, I haven't reached that status or that income level yet. I mean, I could do it, but I think in 2 years, I want to take me. It's going to be another Hawaiian trip, but we're going to Lanai. I want to go to Lanai. I want to do an archery hunt on access deer. I don't want to take friends and family with me. Hello from Russia. Hello, Russia. New Zealand. That is crazy. It's crazy that people watch me around the world. How much longer do you expect the current? I can't give any details about that kitchen quite yet. It might be done. I might have done it like 2 months ago. How many people are watching? 104. Yeah. Just keep watching the main channel about the kitchen remodel. Would you do teaching videos? I don't know if I'm qualified to do teaching videos. I'm a handyman. I know a lot about a lot, but I'm not a full-on expert in specific fields. Hell, I'll do whatever anybody asks me to. You know, Ben M., I pay good money to go hunt hogs in Texas. Still have all my fingers, still have my toes. Actually, I did chop this one off, putting air shocks on my last pickup truck. It's a long story, but got it cut off. My wife snuck me in the back door of the hospital, sewed me up. Actually, they ripped the whole fingernail right off and had to stitch right across the fingernail bed. Moscow Hunting Channel. You got to DM me on Instagram. You know what's cool? What would be awesome is if I could be a hunting YouTuber. But that's not really that feasible. And I want to do more than just hunting. So this whole, God, do I even want to go down this road? I don't even know if anybody's really interested in my personal life at all. There we go. Let's get back on business. Night Wolf. I like your style. I like your questions. Night Wolf. Housing recession. Your thoughts. We have been doing well for a while. Exactly. My last estimate, that was the live stream. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, how long is this high going to last? How long is this high going to last where the money's flowing in, the jobs are flowing in, all these millennials are spending money on all sorts of trinkets and whatnot in their house? That's why I focused on keeping that high value for the money spent on my customers, that customer referral line. And that's all I keep. I mean, it sounds like a broken record. High value for the money. High value for the money. Boom, you're set. If you can get that over and over 100 times, you're set for life. You're set for life. You can do that with 100 customers. They could be new customers. And you don't focus on the money. You focus on high value, high quality, high customer service for the money that they spend. You're set. It will just exponentially grow from there. Right. Page 2020. 2020 is coming up. Let's see. Housing recession. Your thoughts. We have been. Wait, that's the same question I said. Last man standing. Helen Kofer. Opening a hunting. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh man, I could tell you a lot about the last man standing. Garrett Thompson, great question. How many extra projects do you accept while doing a major reno like the kitchen? If they are in my network, if somebody calls me up, I respond. And I think I did. I don't know how. I think I did a job. I think I've talked about it before. Recently, my memory is very zapped because of the lack of sleep. And someone said, "Oh, I always wondered how you handled this." And I can't remember what the heck that job. Oh, it was a warranty job. And was that a live stream also? I don't know if it was a live stream or a video on this channel, but I handle it. I work 7 days a week and I fit it in. I fit it in. Oh, Randall Stewart. That is an also a great question. How do you sell to the client for top dollar? First, I make sure that let's see here. How do I say this? I don't do that to my core customers because those core customers feed me through thick and thin. They have requirements. Their families, their friends, everybody they know. They feed me through the ups and the downs. So I don't mess with that high market value, the top of the line price point with my core customers or the people who are related to my core customers. But when I get a good one, I love it. I love it. I'm like, yes, I kind of got a distant referral. I know they're not real tightly connected and I'm not going to risk anything. And I put on my salesman hat, and I don't want to say it's a natural thing. It's definitely a learned skill, a studied skill, and a high trial and error method. I don't think that answered your question. Everyone's different. The house is different. The location's different. The people's different. Am I dealing with the husband? Am I dealing with the wife? What kind of cars parked in the driveway? Paige is awesome. Paige is. Are you still uploading, Paige? What the hell ever happened to that roach-infested house you were tearing apart and renovating? Yeah, and Epstein didn't kill himself. You showed up late. The man outside my window. Whoo! Don't show up outside my window. Get your ass capped. Oh, rents out December 1st. So is someone been continuing where you left off, Paige? I was glued to that. I thought that, man, she's gonna blow up. This channel's good. I was like, what's gonna happen next? What's she gonna find next? They're cutting up the floor. The floor is being ripped up. There's roaches. There's roach poop. I was glued. I was hooked, and then it went away. Anyone? We're at a 107. Oh man, I do a video already exported for tomorrow. Should I stay up later with you and stroke my beard? We would hear Indy. Oh, I had to turn that damn thing off. I tried shooting that rat. I could probably turn it back on. Maybe that freaking rat froze to death by now. But every time I need to get like an infrared or a red lens over my light, because every time I would light that rat up with my pellet gun, he was gone. I'd be out here working and the dang Indiana Jones would go off. I'd go out there with the pellet gun. I'd have the light. Somehow I had the light. And I'd have literally quarter of a second before that rat would go. And I never got a shot off. Oh. Ropes of renovation. Wow. Anybody else getting tired, or a lot of you just waking up? Man, I can't wait to eat breakfast. That's my favorite meal of the day. We would hear Indian John shave my beard. No way! It's wintertime. It's weird that this beard has stirred up so much controversy. What time did I start the live chat? I started it 2 hours and 19 minutes ago. Do I ice fish? I would love to ice fish, but right now I don't do much of anything. You're hunting rats with a blowgun? Did you guys watch that guy? What the hell is his name? See, when you don't get sleep, what the hell is his name? Someone tell me, who's the guy that blowguns? The blowgun hunts, and he hunts with an Oneida Phoenix. Do I ever sleep? Not very much. What the hell is his name? Not Ace Ventura. How do I know? I watch every single one of his videos. Anyway, someone will chime in. Who knows what that hunter is? He's got like 700,000 subscribers. Tim Wells, there he is. Tim Wells, Slackmaster. Almost sold me on the Oneida Phoenix, but it's just too slow for me. For deer hunting, the Oneida Phoenix. If I was in deer hunting area, I would do the Oneida Phoenix. But I'm an elk hunter. I need something with lots of speed and lots of kinetic energy. Slackmaster. Is this thing rolling? We still on? Oh, dropped down to 96 people. People getting bored when I talk about hunting. For those of you who watch the third super secret channel, I should be getting my shoulder mount from last January back. I'll be showing that off on the other channel. Been looking for that for a long time. It takes a year to get an animal mounted. Profab. Profab machine. We had the calipers out. We were taking all sorts of readings. We did some machining. We did some facing. We did it all. Looking down here, I got my shavings down there. We're gonna make it into a soup. You got here late, Profab. God, holy cow! You're 2 hours and 22 minutes late. Randall Stewart. We went over the merchandise earlier, and I kind of showed you some of my designs that I've been working on. I currently do not have any merchandise for sale. It's not ready for release yet. I'm very, very particular about it. So what? That's Mopar dude. The barrel was basically shot out. I wanted to get the scope on camera so you could look at the rifling and all that business, but I guess I said in that video it was a 94 barrel code, 300 Win Mag. It was shot out. I found a $50 takeoff barrel on Arms List. I had the gunsmith put it on. He had to do some head spacing, and I love it. I'm addicted to that gun. I would shoot everything with it. I got too many guns now. And I did. That's what I got. A good buck that's at the taxidermist. I didn't get the kill shot on camera though. Sorry about that. But I do have another kill. Can't give it too much away. Can't give too much. I got so much footage from this past hunting season. I just don't have the time to edit it. Grant Thompson. I prefer bow hunting 100 times more than rifle hunting. Way more than rifle hunting. I am a bow hunter. Anyone? Any other questions? Who's got the hiccups? All right, let's scroll back up. Let's go back way up here. Let's go back up. The first question here, Jason Mason. Oh, he's talking about haters. Nightwolf. We already answered that question. Works on garage door gate, mostly commercial. This line of work is mostly exclusive old boy club. Trying to find a question that I either passed by or I didn't see or didn't answer. What the heck am I doing awake? I'm just blowing off some steam. Oh, that's the court documents and court cases. All right, we're scrolling back down. See if let me see some merchandise. Handyman, you or not handyman. Paige, you showed up late. You missed it. You got to go back to Patreon to see the replay. What am I eating for breakfast? Oh, I got these special pancakes, bacon. I mean, I eat it's basically like a Denny's when I wake up in the morning. Ugh. I think I'm probably 3 weeks out before the store is open. When the store is open, everybody will know I will be directing people there in every single video, several times a video. Don't worry, you'll find out when new designs come out. They're designed by me. And yeah. Thoughts on a Tradesman trailer? Is that a brand or just working out of a trailer in general? Did you really ask if I have an Instagram? Hard worker? This is strange. Yes, the Handy Man. Someone put my all right, no, I'll copy, I'll put it in there. Instagram, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Come on, you. Copy. Boom. Copy. Oh man. Paste. There it is. Paste. Enter. There you go. There is the link to my Instagram. God, I can't believe people don't get on the gram more. That's where the young kids are hanging out. The first design, who knows where this is gonna go? How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, I only got 4, possibly 5 designs currently. I'm trying, it's a big thing. There's the dots per inches, and you got to scale them. You got to make sure they fit on the shirts, and the resolution's right. And sometimes the resolution's not right, and I got to redo it. Profab metric only tape measure. Oh, I bet. There is this. I could drop ship on my future store metric only tape measures. That's funny. That's I don't know. A ghost shirt. Holy cow. I've got a program. I could probably take a picture of that ghost. It's right there on the door, and have a bitmap trace of it and make a ghost shirt. It's smaller than a trailer, smaller than an enclosed trailer. Side boxes and doors like a contractor truck cap. You would have to. I got an idea of what you're talking about, Brandon. The only thing if it's not enclosed, like, and it's really specific to what you want to do, and instantly I'm like, how am I going to transport 10 sheets of drywall and keep them dry? It's snowing out. I pull up to the Home Depot and I load in 10 sheets of drywall. How do I keep those dry? And that's just dry storage, basically, for materials, is what I would look at, is if that pertained to the work that I was doing. 2-page. Love Handyman. Okay. Do the cow. Where is the cow? Oh, the cow's right there. Cow didn't work out too well. I still haven't given up on the cow. Oh, what's this? Mr. Clancy. Yes, I know I read your last comment about working with buddies. Yeah, it does it is weird not to talk to people. And that's part of the deal that I have. I go long hours without talking at all. Except to the camera now. So the tradesman trailer is enclosed. So there's like an aisle that I'll look it up sometime. But that's what I would consider. Is it, can I transport windows? Can I transport doors? Can I keep things dry? And that would be just for my business. There's some repair businesses that don't require having a 4x8 sheet of anything. The blind cow. No, the cow's not blind. Hmm. Let's see here. Let's see here. I've got a contractor's top on my truck. Contractor's top. Cap. They call it different things in different parts of the country. Cap, a topper. Does anybody else there call it a topper? A tradesman trailer, and also a van. That's cool. That I run my home improvement business out of. Just wondering your thoughts on the trailer. I'll have to look up the contractor's trailer thing. Here's a good question. Randall Stewart, do you do work for family? Some family members want big jobs done for free. No. When I started out, I'd work for anybody that would let me work for them. Of course, that was in a different economic time, 2008. I just, as long as I could eat that night, I'd be good. I didn't have any car payments or anything like that. Where's the hookers? There's no hookers here tonight. Fast forward 5 years, I stay as far away from working for friends and family as possible because I have the workload to support my financial needs. And business and family, they just don't work well together, especially when you're focused on money. If you want to help someone, like if a family member asked me to do a moderately sized project, I do it for free. I'm like, no, I'm not going to charge you. I do it for free. But I try to stay away from working for family now. What we got here? We got someone blocked. Been here 2.5 hours. We'll let a couple F words through. I dropped a few. Would I take on siding a whole house? Dirty Burger. Very good question. Because I am faced with that. Siding an entire house. More than siding. We're talking stone, siding, soffits. It depends on the customer. And I would do it in phases. Obviously, one side at a time, one section at a time, depending on the size of the house and shape of the house. But yes, one able-bodied man could easily side an entire house. Many able-bodied men have sided an entire house by themselves. I have to put a window for my stepmom. Go for it. Good. Windows. Good. Oh, great Thompson. If this is John, it didn't even take me a half a second to remember the answer to your question. Oh no, Grant, not Grant Thompson, the king of random. That's a YouTuber. Garrett Thompson. What's the worst handyman job you ever accepted? Oh man, it was for this guy. He owns some sort of software computer nerd company. He's got lots of rentals, and he said he has a clog at one of his rentals. And this, keep in mind, this is a long, long time ago. Before I was married, I had a condo, but I had no responsibilities, and the economy was shit, and I needed money, and I was willing to do anything for anybody. And oh man, it was nasty. It wasn't a toilet. Well, it started out not being a toilet, but I remember it was muddy. Ooh, we're gonna have to wrap this up soon. I'm getting tired, getting woozy. I went to Home Depot, rented this giant snake machine, and I should have just. Nowadays, I would not take that job. I say, hey, you know what? There's this 1-800 now. Rent us something or other. Snake your drains for $100. But I was determined to snake this every line, the main line, every line, to get this thing flowing. There was shit everywhere. It stank. I was out to the street and back, out to the street and back, in crawl spaces, trying to find the clog, because there were certain things that were backing up and spewing out. It was horrible. It was a learning experience. It didn't pay at all. I paid for like the rental of the thing and gas to get to and from the job. It was like $90. I said, yeah, I'll go snake it out for $90. Nasty. All right, Dirty Burger, would you shingle a roof? Hell yeah, I can't even remember how many roofs I've done. Complete tear-offs. Take 3 layers off and then resheet it and reshingle it. I have a ton of years wrapped up into roofing. Asphalt roofing. Residential asphalt roofing. Oh, I will get you there. Great question. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I had a tool bucket, and I was doing smaller jobs, and I had a tailgate down, and the tool bucket, got all the pockets and everything. Let me read you his question. Have you ever lost tools off the back of your truck? I lost my first $100 ladder and realized I did when I got back home. I still remember, God, I want to say it was at Sunrise or something like that, Sunrise Boulevard. I was just coming down. It was right on the ICW. Came down. I don't know. I didn't see it go splash. And the biggest downer to that is I had a nice DeWalt Roto Zip inside that bucket that my dad got me. Hopefully he doesn't watch this, because he doesn't know whatever happened to that Roto Zip that he got me. It got spilled out onto the street in Fort Lauderdale, along with several other tools. So I have lost tools off the back of my truck. Why did somebody profile the blind cow shirt? What, third channel merch? He's not blind. It must be a joke that I didn't get. The blind cow shirt. Let's see. My biggest monthly income a week. Somebody else, hard worker. Biggest monthly income a week. Or a week, monthly or a week. I always kind of go off the month. It was way before, well, not way before YouTube. Before YouTube, I bought my sailboat with it. I believe it was 22,000 in about 36 days profit. 22 grand, 36 days, spent that thing fast as you can imagine. Of course, I wasn't married. And I went out and bought a sailboat in Mobile, Alabama with that money. Oh, 12K in one night at a casino. Not a bad night. Not a bad night. All right, guys. I honestly have to get up in the morning and go to work. If we want to, well, it's not about what you want. I need a Monday video. I got to go daily. I got to go daily to, oh, man. I'm sitting down on that stool for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah, trying to go daily until December 23rd. Any last minute questions? I want to make sure everybody got their question answered. How many oh, Jesus Christ, that freaking kitchen. So many damn people didn't watch the video and came up with these crazy wild ass questions like, hey, handyman, are you going to put a GFI circuit in that kitchen? I'm like, did you watch the video? Hey, handyman, you're not supposed to use 14 gauge wire for kitchen outlets. And I'm like, did you watch the video? Of course they're not supposed to be 15 amp, 14 gauge wiring on the small appliance circuits. And I'm like, anyways, I answer a lot of those questions in tomorrow's videos. I mean, it got asked repeatedly. I think it boiled down to I was referring to the kitchen outlets as small appliance circuits, and those are GFI protected circuits. So yes, a kitchen outlet is always GFI protected. It's a 20 amp circuit. The only 15 amp circuit is one home run to the lighting. It's kitchen lighting has its own circuit, and it's run in 14.2. 14 gauge wire and it's all LED lighting too. It's like, I don't know, they didn't watch and they watched 30 seconds and are like, handyman, I see there's a 14 gauge wire in one of the boxes. I'm like, yeah, it's a freaking light switch to turn the lights on, the LED lights. Not to run your microwave or your dishwasher or your coffee maker or your blender. All right, how do you get in on the super secret third channel? You have to DM me. You slide into those DMs. You have to be a real person. I've had some weirdos slide in there with no posts, no pictures, no nothing, and say, hey, give me your third channel. And I'm like, no, sorry, don't know who you are. Gotta love the key bangers. How do we two small appliance circuits in the kitchen. So those are GFI protected circuits in the kitchen. Oh, Dirty Burger. I went over it. There's how many freaking circuits are in there? Dishwasher gets its own dedicated circuit. Nothing else on it. Goes straight back to the panel, has its own breaker. Garbage disposal, same thing. Has its own 20 amp breaker. Goes straight back to the panel. Small appliance circuit. They each have like 3 or 4 outlets on them each. And then the lighting circuit. So there's 5 circuits just in this kitchen. Hard worker, what? Per month, what? I used to pack $10,000 on me last year. Like daily? Sorry, Dirty Burger. I've gotten comments after comments after comments about these damn circuits in the kitchen. So one circuit, I'm going to freaking shoot you, man. One circuit in the kitchen on 18 gauge lamp wire. Yep. That's we're running everything on 18 gauge lamp wire. You guys trigger me. I probably could go. If you guys put up with me yawn, I could go get some coffee. I could be here till the sun comes up. Let's see here. Joe S. I DM'd you on the gram for the third channel. Like recently? Wait, so how many circuits in the kitchen? None. It just glows. You just cook your steaks on the countertop and they just cook. You must have Dirty Burger blocked. Nah, he's a character. He's not a troll, but he touches the boundaries now and then. Oh boy. Do you split top plug and bottom plug off diff circuit? Oh my gosh. So much abbreviation, Sarah. Do you split the top plug and the bottom plug of a diff? I don't know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. I'll wait for your clarification. When is your next live chat? We're on the live chat right now. And whenever it moves me, late night live chats are very, very few and far between. Like during the day live stream, I don't know when the next one's going to be. When it becomes relevant and valuable to the YouTube channel. Oh, Speedy Stillner, you missed a lot. You missed 2 hours and 45 minutes of nothing but goodness. Dirty Burger is a living legend. Are your cupboards? That's funny. Are you, they're not upside down. We're not installing them upside down. Oil lamps. Yes, we have oil lamps and no electricity. There's no electricity in the kitchen. Let's see here. Do you buy cheap houses and turn them into rentals? I wish I could do that. There's just no such thing as a cheap house around here. I've thought about going out of state to buy rentals, but it's not advisable to do that. To try to be a landlord out of state. Finish the room. Nature is that really a name? Nature's Queef? Philip asks, have you ever advertised in local papers? No, I have not. I have never advertised. I didn't even know people still had newspapers. You've never woke up to a handyman live stream. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while, that's for sure. Mark Ferguson, what did he ask? Why am I not seeing Mark? Maybe he's banned. No, Mark Ferguson. Name sounds familiar. I don't see it though. Oh, dirty bugger. Boy. Oh, meet Kevin. What do I think? I don't know. I see the name Meet Kevin by Mr. Clancy. Oh, Mark Ferguson. I remember that guy. Oh. Do you know what really made his channel go? Is that damn fix and flip video that I built. And he commented. And I think that video's got millions of views. And a lot of people saw his comment. It's crazy. Well, one comment can change your life, pretty much. I'm a printer trying to start a business in remodeling. Whew, sorry about that. What do you mean you're a printer? Meet Kevin is the same. Same as what? Oh, real estate investor? Oh boy, I don't know. I haven't checked out Mark Ferguson in a while. The only reason I know Meet Kevin is because of the Wolf of Wall Street. He's a little tweaky, that Meet Kevin, but I think most of his principles and what he's talking about is I don't know what everybody else believes, and it's just the same thing, just different mouth. Invest for more. I don't know. Is that Mark Ferguson goof that has that Fiero Lamborghini thing? That fake Lamborghini. It's blue. Learn how to start investing. Where is? I don't know. I've seen some of his videos. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Mark Ferguson. You invest in watching YouTube videos. You'd be surprised what you can learn on a YouTube video. You're a printing press operator. Oh, for like magazines? A Tesla? When am I getting a Tesla? When they start running off gasoline or diesel. No Teslas for me. When the cyber coffee time is freaking bedtime for me. No. All right. It's bedtime. I just looked at the clock. Live stream is going to end soon. If you're here, you missed a good time. It's available on Patreon for $1 a month, and you get to see all the rest and all the future ones. And we are going to make some more of that Patreon page starting next year. I got 37 days left. 37 days less, and then we can experiment and have some fun with all these different channels and pages. Yep, want to get my rebuilding business off the ground. Thanks for a few minutes. Yeah, Profab. I think we're in the same time zone. And we both, I don't know if you're just waking up. I haven't gone to sleep yet. Whew.